Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. I guess it's Sunday already. I don't know how that happened. I'm super stoked for today's stream. It's gonna be fun. We got another fun new thing to try, which features another guest, like we did last week. Longtime friend, and I'm looking forward to heckling. So it should be good. Thanks for the follow, Diatoms. Hey Pookie, how's it going? Hey Ronan. Yeah, I'm trying the Sunday afternoon time just to see. I'm just kind of poking around with different times to see what works for different folks. So I have my weekly Thursday Eve streams that are good for folks in the Americas, but people in Europe that tune in, they've said it's more challenging since it's super late. So this is a bit more EU friendly and just trying a weekend to see who's around. Just kind of poking around with different things to see who's available when and what's workable there. So, how's everybody doing? What have you all been seeing? Haven't seen any fun birds since Thursday? Any warblers, perhaps? Green Herring, thanks for the resub. Welcome back in. Okay, good. Glad this works for you, Seth. Yeah, so just gonna talk for basically a minute or two, see if you all have anything to say, and then dive right into this because our illustrious guest this week has a conflict, and I want to make sure this doesn't go too late, too long, and it's probably gonna get contentious. So we need some things. Your life, Kentucky Warbler Parallax, nice. That's awesome. That is super cool. Hooded Warbler, amazing look at a barred owl, warblers, tanagers, orioles, nice. That is super cool. 'Tis the season. Life for Palm, 51 species, nice. That's awesome. Well, 51 species is about as many species of warblers as we have to go through. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a tier list like we've done before. So I'm going to pop over to the tier list, and we'll have our illustrious guest introduce himself, and then I think we'll just get started. One sec. Music done, and there we go. Luke, how's it going? Can you unmute? Can you say hi?
Am I unmuted? Hi.
You're unmuted.
Oh,
Everybody.
good. I didn't know I'd have to introduce myself. I think illustrious is a stretch, so.
Well, I mean, you illustrate things, so I was kind of going for
good pun.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do in life?
What do I do in life?
What do you do in
I
life?
guide bird watching tours, and
Wow.
I illustrate birds, and that's about it. Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
So
And I've known you since we were 12, 13?
Yep. Yeah, I remember we swapped AIM usernames at the American Birding Association youth convention.
2006?
Something like that. Many moons ago. But I still remember.
Yeah.
I was Sparrowhawk 227 and you were Bird Freak 007. That was probably the nerdiest thing ever. It was pretty good. I don't remember who else, but I remember like passing around like a little piece of paper and everyone like sharing their AIM using it. It was like that was super funny.
Those were the days.
But, yep. And then we went to bird camp, and I was Luke's chaperone because he was too young.
That story every time.
Yeah, of course.
I wasn't allowed to fly unaccompanied. I was a minor, and you were 14 or whatever. I don't know what it was.
Super mature.
I was 14 and you were 16. I don't know.
Yep, that's pretty good. Good times. And then one of the other things. Can everybody hear Luke fine, by the way? Are we both coming through? This is the first remote guest challenge before. It's showing good here, but hey Drew, how's it going? The other thing, I'm just going to expose you.
Drew's the best.
Drew's awesome. Looking, sounding good. Awesome. So I'm going to expose you with the Global Big Day art, if that's all right.
Yeah. It's a long time ago. It's not that good.
This art here, this super cool piece, that has all the birds of the world. Luke did this, which is super cool. I think it's still cool. It's been perennial for like what, 7-8 years,
Been a long
something like
time,
that.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is going to be the 8th global big day. This May in like 10 days, which is pretty cool.
Wow, really?
Yeah, isn't that bonkers? Started in 2015.
I guess that's right, because in 2015, geez. Yeah, I would have painted it a little differently now, but it's still cool.
Yep.
I have the original here, actually.
You have the original? Stream exclusive. That's the original?
That's the original upside down.
I was going to say, there's something from... Wow. Look at that. Stream exclusive.
Stream exclusive.
Nice.
For sale by owner.
Perfect. Well, there you go. Yeah, if anybody wants the original, type 1 in chat. It'll be perfect. Cool. So we have a bunch of birds to go through. And so what we were thinking, the nice thing is, since we've known each other for so long, is that we can hopefully fight about things like this in a way that is genuine and then still be able to talk after. So really excited to see how incorrect you are on all of your opinions for all this. And
I have very strong opinions that are completely unfounded. So.
Oh, perfect. That's great. You'll fit right in on the internet. That's perfect. Cool. So we got all the birds here, and so what we'll do for folks who are not familiar with this format as much is this is a tier list. So starting with like S, which I guess is super type thing, A, B, C, D. And if we need to and we really decide we hate certain things, we'll make an F. But it's hard to put a warbler in F tier, for sure. So we'll go through each bird. We'll look at it and see how... Oh, is it? Okay, we'll see how it goes. And hopefully, folks in chat, if you have strong opinions, please share those as well. And we're going to try... We talked about it before. We're going to try and get like a shared rating of both of us agreeing on a rating. I don't know how well that's actually going to go. But...
This is going to go south in like 6 minutes.
Probably. It's going to be good.
I'm going to be throwing my piles of stuff all over.
Yep. It'll be perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So the first bird is ovenbird. So ovenbird. Oh, someone's already saying no warblers are S tier. I'm sorry, Seth. That's wrong. Get that. I'll start off and say that's incorrect. But
have you ever seen a warbler?
And then we have an all warblers S tier. Okay, we have the full spectrum here.
Wow.
So, okay, diatoms, we got northern pearl. Okay, ovenbird. I actually love ovenbirds. I don't know. I think they're super cool. They're like unique. I like the way they walk. They have like cute, cool eyes. Their nests are amazing. The song's a bit annoying. They're pretty adorable.
Annoying.
I don't know.
Could somebody keep track of how many times Ian says, I actually love this bird, or I really like this bird, because it's going to be like every single one.
I do like
Although, to
birds.
be fair, I like how ovenbirds go like this.
Mm-hmm. The chicken walk. I do like the chicken walk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would put ovenbird... I would put ovenbird A tier, probably. I don't think it's like S. It's not like the best of the best. But I don't know. They're all over. They're there when you need them. You know, they're across most of North America. They're there when you don't want them, which is also a problem a lot of the time. They're super loud. I don't know. What would you do? Does A feel reasonable, or do you have different strong opinions?
Oh, I think maybe a high B, but A is fine. Throw it an A.
Okay, like a low A though.
Probably a low.
So like
A.
okay, I'm good with that. What do you think, chat?
No, yeah, that's
We get
good.
diatoms has orange ranks A or higher. If has orange is a thing, you're gonna be happy for the Blackburnian warbler. Everyone's happy for that. Okay, I don't see any strong objections with A. We'll toss it in low A.
Yeah, good. Throw it an A.
Okay. Penalties for silly name? Oh, bonus points for silly name, Drew.
Silly name?
Has anyone here ever found an ovenbird nest? I've still never found a nest. Really?
Oh yeah, like 3 or 4. They're so cool.
Really? Yeah, I've never...
Awesome.
There must be a photo in here of the nest.
Yeah.
How do I find this
What
nest? There we
what's
go.
a better name?
Oh,
Come
that's
up
a really
with
cool photo.
Isn't that
That's a super cool photo. They're in the oven. Okay. That's cool. That's making me feel good about A. I need to find the nest with thermal. Everything's got to be with thermal. Okay, next bird. We're jumping around a little bit. This is Lucy's warbler. So this is a bird. This is like western U.S., Mexico, like a desert scrub bird. It's got like the kind of cool reddish on the rump, and on the reddish on the rump's kind of unique, and
which you don't usually see.
you know, it is normally just kind of boring.
I mean, if you had to choose a low warbler, that would. I mean, it's certainly not the best warbler.
It doesn't do very much. It's like, yeah, here it just looks like even like a lamer Tennessee warbler. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
I'm in C or D tier for Lucy's
D.
warbler, I think. D?
D.
You feel D? I could go D. I'd probably put it low C. I just have trouble putting anything in D, but I'll go D. I'll go D. Okay. I still like Lucy's warblers, let's be real. But
I really like Lucy's warblers, but they're worse than all the other warblers.
they don't get a really like from me. Nashville warbler. I do kind of like Nashville warblers.
Really?
Like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know. It brings me to like a good spot. You know, you're in like some cool mountain place, and there's like a little bit of boggishness, and you have like the just like it's super good. Here, I'm gonna play it. Actually, I don't really know why I'm playing human music in the background. We're gonna make the human music go away. Let's see. I think I hooked it up this time. Can y'all hear that? Lucy's is one step of an intrigueness from warbling Drew. Yeah, Drew, I kind of agree. It's not that great. It's kind of a nice song, you know? I don't know. Actually, in hearing it, it's like I don't really care as much as I did before. I don't know. What would you pick?
Yeah, screw Nat. No, it's better. It's better than Lucy's, but it's still not that great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, C maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
C tier. I like that they hang around late. And there's two different groups. They're kind of cool. The western ones and the eastern ones are kind of cool. Although I don't like trying to tell them apart. Okay.
I don't think you can.
C tier.
That was like one of my projects this past winter, and I
in Mexico.
Yeah. No. Can't do it.
The fact that like tail wagging is talked about as one of the things to me is just like that makes it super sketchy. Doesn't seem real. Okay, we did Nashville. The next one.
Yeah, C is fine. See, we have to put ones in the lower tiers because otherwise, you know.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of top stuff coming. Drew says
Yeah.
C is pretty harsh. It's got the I-ring. What do you give it, Drew? Then, huh? What do people think Nashville warbler is?
I mean, a low B.
I could go low B. I do like the crown is kind of cool when you see it. I don't know. They're like. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I liked them more, and now that I talk about all the things I think I like about them, I'm like not as enthusiastic. Maybe this is. I'm just finding out I don't like it. How's it a tier list if we give out awards for participation? Oh, Diatom's going in hard. Nash is B. I'm gonna say. I don't know. I could go high C or low B. What do you think? What should we do?
High C.
High C? Okay. Sounds good. High C, the delicious
There's a lot of good warblers coming up.
drink. Speaking of good warblers, that's not this one.
And womp womp.
Virginia's, I'm also just like very ambivalent on this. I'm realizing I'm kind of ambivalent for all these. What do we got?
It's really cool to see them on Monhegan.
Mason likes Western Nashvilles. Yep. Ponderosa, Whitehead Woodpecker. That is cool. C relative to others. Say B. Teaching birdsong. Yeah, 2 phrases to Tennessee warbler, 3 phrases. Yeah, we'll get to Tennessee is one of the next ones. I actually really like Tennessee, but we're not there yet. Virginia's meh. Do you have any strong feel?
I don't know. It's like it's marginally more interesting only because I grew up in the East.
Mm-hmm. I would say I like Nashville warbler better than Virginia's warbler, personally. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm on this side with Ronan, a lesser Nashville. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. We'll see when we go through this.
It's more interesting.
It's kind of.
It's scarcer and it's.
You just like it because it's been on Monhegan.
Yeah, and I've seen it.
Yeah, that is cool.
Cool.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's disgusting though. That must be from like July or August or something.
Mid June already. They don't even last till July or August. Looking nice.
Ugh, that wing. All right. D.
D. Oh, I wouldn't. I'd put it in C. I'd put it in C below Nashville.
Low C is fine.
Okay.
D is. That's mean.
Okay. Hey, wizard, welcome in.
Oh, look at that photo you used there. That's
yeah. This next one. Okay, now we're getting into the good stuff. Stuff. Okay, chat. What do you think about this bad boy, Connecticut warbler?
Every time I've seen a Connecticut warbler, it's like made my week.
Yep.
I love Connecticut warbler.
Oh my God, Luke! Look what Wizard of Lizard just asked in chat.
Wizard of Lizard. Yeah, we do.
Isn't that like all you do?
That's kind of all I do. Yeah.
Are
I'm
there
not leading tours, and I'm trying not to do any other work, which is most of the time I just play Wingspan.
Oh, I didn't know there was an accompanying app. That's cool. Are there other folks that play Wingspan here? There must be more in chat. I know there was a streamer who actually did some streams of playing Wingspan. Melee, I play. Perfect. Just gonna play the expansion. Oh yeah, where's the expansion for?
I have an Oceania one.
Okay.
It's like New Guinea and Australia, New Zealand.
That's cool. Oh, Wizard, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a fun game, and you can go see. You can go out and see so many of the birds right now.
No, Drew's just fighting with us now.
Vanderwalls, thanks so much for the prime. Welcome in.
Are you talking about Connecticut warbler? Oh,
yeah. I think Drew's just trying to start drama.
Oh yeah, he is.
So Connecticut warbler, for folks who don't know, for folks who might look at this, the uneducated who think like this is just a dumpy Nashville. This is like
don't see Connecticut warblers too much.
This is like the pinnacle of warbler-ness. It's like a delightful unit of a bird, like part way between a thrush and a warbler. This like absolute unit that is super cool, breeds in really cool places, little known. It's always like one of those holy grail birds that when you find them, you're always super excited. They look really cool. I don't know. Maybe some of it's just the rarity mystique.
And they walk. Most warblers don't walk.
Look at this. It's going for a walk. How often do you see a bird going for a walk?
It's weird, though. It really lacks everything else, but there's just something, like, enigmatic about it.
Yeah. I think this is showing how, like, your personal experiences shape, which obviously makes sense, like, what it is. It's the least warblery warbler. But, Drew, isn't that part of the beauty of it? Isn't that the magic?
Not wrong.
You are not wrong. I'll give you that. Oh, it's cool seeing all the Wingspan people, too. Deer Hatch, Parallax. That's awesome. The European expansion. That's in 4 days. That'd be cool. You'll have to get that. Okay, Connecticut warbler. Where are we putting Connecticut warbler?
Oh, I think it's better than an ovenbird.
I'd put it. I would have to say I think it's probably better than an ovenbird as well. What did you say, Drew? You put it in C? C at best. Interesting. I didn't know. I think he's just trying to start drama. I can't believe that would be real. I can't believe that. Melee's dropping in with the S. I agree with A above ovenbird.
Ooh.
I don't think it quite gets to S for me. But I'd put it here.
Well, it's funny because are you like, I don't know, are you ranking so hard to say what's best and worst. We're not ranking
It's
the beauty
you're ranking whatever you want.
or the
It's good.
color or the pattern. We're just
Yeah.
like, but
How
I
it makes
think
you
of
feel.
any warbler, I
Mm-hmm.
feel more when this is getting weird now. I feel more every time I've seen a Connecticut warbler.
That's
Really,
pretty
I'm
good.
so pumped every time I see a Connecticut warbler.
It is pretty fun. Yeah, only warbler hunted for on hands and knees. Classic. Oh, diatoms. You stream wingspan. That's awesome. D for
Yeah,
dinosaur.
like I've done that. I've
Do
like
that.
crawled down to see a Connecticut warbler.
Oh, hey, Andre,
Oh, it
welcome back
has.
in. Where
I
you
think
at?
we're good.
VIP.
Keep it
Should
in
be
A.
VIP now. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good too. Andre, you think not above Ovenbird? I don't know. I like him better. I think I'll stick with that for now. What was the next one? The next one is McGillivray's warbler.
Hmm.
Yeah, Wizard, the Connecticut warbler, it breeds across like the boreal forest, and then it winters. The wintering areas were only just discovered a few years ago, but it winters in like the foothills of the Andes, down here in like dry forests, which is kind of cool.
And that's got to be one of the. Is that the longest distance? Almost
Warbler?
on
Um,
average.
Yeah, I wonder.
If they mostly go down there, and like Blackburnians and Canadas are all the way up to
Yeah.
Venezuela, but
Black Pole, I could see the other one since they go up here and they go to Amazon.
starting further, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Furthest south, I guess. But
Yeah. Okay.
anyway,
Our next one is McGillivray's warbler. So this is kind of like, so we're gonna look at the next two. This one and the one after that are like very they're like counterparts of like Eastern and West. So McGillivray's, I feel like, growing up in the East, it's like the bird, the equivalent that breeds in the Rockies and all that, and you like look for it in November. So it always has like that cachet for me. And then they're pretty cool. They sing on territory. Got nice little eye rings, bit of makeup going on. I don't know. What do you think, Luke? What do you think, chat? What would you do with McGillivray's warbler? It's a pretty nice bird. Smart.
it's a nice bird. I like McGillivray's, even where they're common. I like seeing McGillivray's.
It's got really long pants too. The undertail covers.
Drew, killing me.
Drew is definitely just if it gets too bad and if we just can't take
Can
it
we
anymore,
block this man?
we can add him to the call and we can get him in here in another one of the corners. That would be hilarious.
Well,
Is a warbler described as chunky, Doc? Probably. Yeah, a chunky skulking warbler. Yeah, it's great.
it's somewhat more attractive than a Connecticut warbler, but it doesn't have the oomph.
Oven birding in here to say Ovenbird deserves to be higher. I think we have a biased, we have a biased person. I mean, Oven birding. People were pushing back on the A. We put it pretty high. I think it's pretty good. Okay, I feel like we have to make an executive decision in McGillivray's warbler. It's just big boned skulking warbler.
I think it's a high B or a low A.
I'd put it somewhere in. Yeah, B's fine to me. It doesn't like blow me away. But they are kind of cool. Okay, let's just go B. There's so many fun ones to go. Oh god, mod fight. Watch out, Seth.
But how does
In morning.
time out, Drew? Enough of you. Oh boy.
Okay, so let's see what we have here. This one is not described as chunky.
That's
Yeah.
robust. Though.
It might also be. They're equally robust. Right next to McGillivray's. I guess they're like basically the same bird. One has bold eye
literally
arcs.
the same thing. Yeah.
I
I really like them, but like
I do too.
Yeah, I like them. Do I like them more? I like them more. I don't know.
It gets hard. Now you know my pain of doing all these.
I'm,
It's like,
I know. I'm actually. I have to run. So see ya.
should we move them both to low A? I kind of feel like
Maybe.
they're both low A. Like I'm
I
regret.
honestly,
They're not a
I
B
might,
warbler.
I might like morning more than ovenbird. I don't know.
Really? I don't know. I really like ovenbirds are unique. You know, they got the one word name. They got the sweet nest. They got all. It's like, okay, am I in the east or the west? Is it a morning or a McGilvery's? Like, whatever. It does have such a rich song. Yeah, we should play the song. I do like the
It's got a
songs of
great
these.
song. Yeah. Hmm.
Oops, sorry. That might have been real loud for folks. Nice, rich, purring, a classy song, if you will.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Good classic.
Nice song. I think we should put them both low A. I don't think I like them better than Ovenbird. That would be my vote. And
All right, that's
McGilvery's just above Morning.
Mm,
Or is Morning? I have more of a connection with Morning. I might put Morning above
I do.
McGilvery's.
I do too. No,
Okay.
this is good. Done. We're set.
Okay. Okay, we're good for these. Man, all the undergrowth ones are really compelling.
Mhm.
There's something about the skulkiness and the fun. And this
Mhm.
is why you got to get thermal. If you want to see more of these, put them all in. It's pretty good. Andra makes you purr. That's terrifying. Yeah, Doc, you can call him Chunky. It's perfect. D tier, Jay. Which one for that? For morning? Not a fan. What are in the C and D tier? Yeah, Vanderwalls. There's Nashville Warbler, Virginia's Warbler, and Lucy's Warbler. We really went hard on the. What are they called now? Oreothlipus?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh yeah, Doc, you got to get thermal. I'm telling you, it'll change everything. Okay, now this is a bird I will fight for. I love this bird. These are so much cooler than
We're
Morning
not fighting
McGilvery's,
as
at
much as we
least.
should be.
Yeah,
We're agreeing too much. I love Kentucky Warbler.
I hate them. No, I love them. I can't even fake hate them for
No,
content. Um,
seriously,
I would
they're
put
so.
them above Connecticut. I think.
Yeah, I might too.
Like I don't. There's something about
That
the
like the rich call, little chop call.
yeah, and like the little curl of the yellow here, and like the scaly head, like
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
gray and black. Oh man, Jay Heine, we got a tough critic there. D for
I think.
McGilvery's and B for Connecticut or for Kentucky. And it's got the super nice long trousers as well. Serious undertail
Mm,
coverts.
love me
Yeah,
some long
and
trousers.
they're rich. They also have that nice rich song. It's kind of nice.
But I don't think it's a. I've never said like it's in my top five favorite warblers.
Totally, totally
So I
agree.
don't. Yeah, I think A is good.
I would put it A above Connecticut. I think.
All right, do it. Love it.
You're down with that? Okay,
I'm down with that.
cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the next one I think we're ready to fight.
This
Common yellowthroat.
is perhaps one of the worst birds in the country.
I
Not
love
even
I
one of
love this
the
bird.
worst. It is the worst bird. It's so dumb.
Why? Why?
It's
Why?
just
Why?
lame. Have you
How?
ever enjoyed seeing a common yellowthroat?
Yes, like every time. They're so
They're
cool.
just they're just so not cool.
They're like these little like bandits. They're like a little bandit one with the mask, and they're like skulking
No,
around and doing cool things.
no.
They sing at
Oh
night.
my
Come on,
God, they're
the like
so.
nocturnal flight song of like an oven of oh, that's something we didn't even talk about for Ovenbird, but it makes Ovenbird even better. But for Yellowthroat too,
Okay, that's the only cool thing. And yes, I forgot about the Nocturnal Flight song.
that is pretty cool.
That's the only reason I maybe wouldn't create an F tier just for Common Yellowthroat.
Really, you would.
And just let it go in D. Are you
I
if you look at all of the warblers, you
uh-huh.
cannot possibly say this is one of the even better than like half.
Well,
Okay.
if you're saying it's like
So
as good as half, then it's a B.
no,
You
no. I'm
know?
saying that's maybe the most anybody could argue, but it's definitely a D.
I don't know. What does chat think? I see some yellowthroat fans. Looks like herring and
Oh yeah.
oak moss. Yellowthroat is very good. Okay, Seth is on your side, Luke. Team Luke. Love
I've
them, but they're
never
pretty
ever
low.
ever felt positive emotion when I saw a common yellow throat.
Really?
Really.
I'm
I
sorry.
kept trying.
That's so sad. Maley even thinks they're cute.
Oh,
Man, this is gonna cause all sorts of problems.
all right. See you
B.
guys.
We have a B. I wonder. I feel like for ones like this, we're so far apart that we should have like just a don't agree category because I feel like we're not going to reconcile. I would put it as like
D for don't agree.
D for don't agree. Um, behaviorally, Yellowthroat stands out. C tie.
What if
Team Yellowthroat?
What if you put it above Lucy's just so that I don't get my way with it being the absolute last?
If it were me, I would probably put it as a B. So I don't think it's definitely not at the tier of these things. I think they're cool, but I don't think it's like A or definitely not S.
Why are they cool?
Yeah, that's a good idea, Seth. Let's put it in. So I feel like why don't we do a poll? If Ahmad could run a poll of B, C, or D, and we'll do that. Do you agree with that?
That would appeal to the masses.
Let's saw Yellowthroat today, so we say B. Oh God, Doc's voting S. Just to be crazy.
But it's not rare, Drew. It's just common everywhere.
It's literally has common in the name.
Most of them don't even have a black mask nicely like adult males. Most of them just look like crap. They're like duller than an orange crown. Ugh.
This is true. A lot of them are really dull and not like that exciting. I was basing it on like the coolest, but if we were talking about at the average, I'd go C.
But even
I'd go C. I'd compromise
like
to a
an
C.
adult male, crisp one,
Yeah,
freshly molted is like okay.
it's super cool. I like it.
No.
What is this?
Ooh, that's a Chopalensis.
Oh wow, that looks like a different species. Yeah,
They sound like a different species too.
that should be a different species.
It's like a belt. It's like the ones in Baja, but it's in freaking central Mexico.
Okay, low C. How about that? Is that workable?
I will live with that begrudgingly.
Okay. I tried, Yellowthroat. I tried. I got you into C. Okay. Hooded warbler. Oh yeah.
Praise hooded warbler.
Now that's a bird. Now we're talking. This one looks like this looks like let me I don't want to call him out publicly. I'm going to oops. Let me make sure that's not on screen. I'm going to chat you who I think this looks like. Do you know who I'm going to say? I just sent it to you.
Don't we have that? Don't we have the?
Is that why I've seen it? Because that's totally what it looks like.
Wait, yeah.
Is it from this photo?
Sorry, pause. No, it's from a different one, I think.
Okay, but it's so. I feel like he'd be totally fine with us showing that.
I would not be so sure about that, my friend.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, it looks like a friend of ours. Okay, we got hoodeds. S or right? S. A. Did you find it?
No, not yet. I found some other stuff.
Funny.
But anyway.
Oh, Doc made a poll. Okay, awesome. Let's see what the yellow verdict
these
is.
photos aren't doing
C's
it,
the verdict anyway.
I think there's something really nice about the flashing white outer tail feathers of hooded warbler as they're like, and if they're in like the dark understory, when like especially on the wintering grounds, that's like what you see, just these white flashes. Oh, they're really nice. I would S that. That's usually in my like top 5 favorite warblers.
There we go. I'll pull this video up from the other day. It's a female, but you still get the little white flashes a little bit. They're super cool. This was from the fallout we talked about. Okay.
and like the perfect male. See, even like that photo
We got
of the male doesn't even like they're just they just glow.
this is true. This is true. Okay. Got A's. Okay, cool. The chat agreed with C on yellow throat. Sounds good.
Okay,
Um,
democracy wins again.
Mid A. All the grayish blue-headed ones are A's. Ooh, Martian's going in. Okay, Hooded Warbler. I think A. I think A feels. I don't. I wouldn't put it as S tier. I don't think it's quite up there. I do love them though. I love how they like hop around at your feet and are like very tame. I like that.
Yeah, I like them more than Kentucky's. I think.
Oh, interesting. I would definitely. I like Kentucky's more. I think there's that rarity thing with that.
That's fine. I respect your opinion.
Wow. Drew agrees with you.
Agrees with me?
There you go.
Aw. Thanks, Drew.
Even better real life. I would definitely say with A. I don't know, but is Hooded better than Connecticut Warbler?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it probably is. I think you're probably right. Okay, so it's somewhere upper A. It's around Kentucky, either side of Kentucky. Seems like chat agrees. It's A. We got a couple B's, one S. Melee loves warblers. That's what I'm learning. Getting a lot of S's in here. I would put it just below Kentucky, but I could be. They're like neck and neck for me.
Yeah, I would put it above Kentucky or perhaps a low S, but
Oh, okay. If you're doing that,
But
we're doing this. Okay,
do whatever you want.
we need to find more things that we disagree on.
This is, as they say, your party.
Oh man. Okay. Now this is an awesome bird. I think this is a totally underrated bird. I don't know. I don't know what chat thinks. Spam what you think this would be, but I think this bird does not get enough credit. Like, I don't know. They're so nice. They're so cool. They're so unique too. It's like a Halloween warbler. They got the little tail flashes going on. If you don't want like the super flashy ones, you can go for the subtlety as well. You know? It's got what you need. It's got what you. They're always there for you. They're all throughout everywhere all the time.
Who is this person? Christ.
Oh yeah, Jay Heine is a has high standards. I like
Doesn't like warblers.
I like the criticism. Perfect orange male, god tier. A,
You're a god
A, B.
I think
We got
red
an
star.
S.
I think adult male red starts are really nice, and I think the rest of the red starts aren't so nice.
I really like the behavior though. I like the wing and tail flicking. You don't like warblers, Doc? Why don't you like warblers? Man, we're finding some deep-seated warbler skeptics here.
I mean, they're no seabirds. Let's be honest, but
Oh yeah, we gotta do seabirds. Actually, no, seabirds with you would be boring. You're just gonna say S for everything.
S tier, every single one.
Song-wise, they're S tier. I don't know, Drew. I don't really love the song.
I think they're a low A or a high B.
Yeah,
Might be a low A.
I'd say low A. I think that sounds good. They're so difficult to get on stream and drive you crazy. Hey, Doc. That stream on Tuesday. I got a bunch of them in there. You can do it too. You just need thermal. I think low A. Low A feels good. Seems like there's a spread. People are saying, yeah, low A, high B.
Here's a spread from S to D. So.
This is true. Seth. I think Seth and Jay Heine are aligned. No, I just think that they have high standards. You know.
What do they put in S or A?
I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, speaking of this, so one of the reasons why this whole warbler thing was spurred on, at least for me, is that one of my questions that I really like asking bird people is, what are your top 5 warblers, and what is the worst warbler to you? And so that kind of like led into this whole ranking thing. I've asked probably like 100 people those questions. And so I'm really curious to see how this ranks out in that idea. It's a way to ask a whole group of people. But this bird is in my top 5 warblers. And I know you haven't seen it, so this might be one that we have a different... This is an S tier bird to me. Kirtland's warbler, I would put in S tier. This bird's amazing.
I'm ashamed to admit that I've been telling myself for like 8 years now, every spring, I'm gonna go see Kirtland's warblers in Michigan or wherever this year, and I never do it. So, yeah.
And for folks who don't know, this is a really cool bird that has a pretty cool story. One of the largest and rarest warblers. You could describe it as chunky or robust, potentially. But basically, almost the entire world population breeds in the state of Michigan. There's a few in Wisconsin, as you can see, and there's a few that turn up in Ontario sometimes. And then the entire species winters in the Bahamas. And in migration, they're very rarely seen. And so I think the whole world population is just several thousand. But if you go to the breeding grounds and you go to the place where they breed, they are abundant, which is so cool. They're like the most common bird when you get to where they breed, which is really cool. Yeah, and they have an awesome song, like Drew said. That's so cool. It's like it's got that rich robustness again. It's like halfway between like a northern water thrush and a morning warbler or something like that. I would put as S tier. They're totally unique. They're totally different. They're big. They have awesome song. Super rare. Unique plumage. I'd put S.
Do it.
Okay.
S it.
The first S.
Well, that's fine if you don't want to put hooded in S. Whatever.
It's whatever. I don't care. I didn't care anyway.
I don't care at all. I'm fine. Ooh, now we're talking. Cape May. Sorry,
okay. The next one. Cape May warbler. Yeah, it looks like chat generally agrees. That's an S. Yeah, you got to go see it, Martian. Okay, Cape May warbler. This is a really good bird. What does chat think about this? What do you think, Luke? How does this
have like an inordinate love of Cape May. I can't quite explain it. But even the dull ones, I'm like, I love Cape Mays. And I think there's actually been such a change. When I was birding, like my whole teenage years, basically, and I was birding a lot in high school and stuff, they just weren't common in the Northeast. And they've increased so much. You see so many more of them now.
Mm-hmm. I think that's definitely true.
There's something about like they used to have this like sort of rare, scarce factor thing, and now I see so many of them, and I'm still so excited to see them. Like they're really cute.
That's such a nice photo, Martina.
I really
takes awesome
like
photos. Yeah, I agree, and I don't quite know what it is. They are totally like unique in plumage. Like there's nothing else that's quite like that, with like the red cheek and the really cool collar. And yeah, I love like this plumage is gorgeous. Like the little cheek, the greenishness and the hints and everything.
Yeah,
I like that they have a really unique flight call.
Like that adult male isn't even like the best looking adult male. Like some of them are just
incredible.
Really, like more rufous on the crown, and it's like, oh, they're just so bright. I'd S that.
I would too. I would too. Let's do it.
All right.
It looks like Chad agrees. I see a lot of S. We got a B. Got one B. Got someone on the edge of S and A. I think that's an S for me too. Where in relation to Kirtland's?
It might end up being a low S for me. I don't know. I've never seen a Kirtland's.
I'd put it below Kirtland's, I think, but like very similar. Put it here. Okay, now we're getting into some good ones. Now we're gonna
start fighting.
How do you feel about this bird?
you can't say anything bad about cerulean.
I don't know. It's like, do you? They're always just at like the top of a tree, and you never
Just
really
like
get that
right.
great of a look at them. They're just like, kind of like they're. It's nice if you get a good look, I guess, but I don't know. If you want bluebirds, there's like indigo buntings or blue
Is
jays or I
bluebirds,
don't know.
bluebirds. C or D, maybe C, high C.
I do probably go B or C.
Yeah,
I
a
don't know.
little B.
Chat seems to feel differently.
Huh, interesting. Hmm. Feeling a little
Everybody's
bit
saying
like
S
that.
best warbler, Drew. We might have to add you to this call.
Wow. The best,
Even
the objectively best warblers thing. I mean, that's thankfully like not a question. It's
even
not cerulean.
even Jay Heine likes this one. Jay Heine says
Wow,
S tier.
finally.
It's the best warbler. Seth gives it an A as well. Man,
It's pretty.
why? You never
If
see
you
it like
do get
this.
it, that's the problem. But if you do, oh yeah, those kind of man.
Great. It's like green
Great, it's like a smaller black pole.
of the high canopy.
But when you do see it like that, it's very nice.
Bring me on. You guys are making too many mistakes. Drew, do you actually want to come on? That'd be
Oh,
hilarious.
that would be hilarious.
If you want to come on, I will totally call you. Let me know. Cerulean, I don't know. I guess chat all agrees it's pretty good.
It's
What do you
never
think?
actually, like, honestly, it's never quite been at the top of my. I would put it between Connecticut and Ovenbird if I were doing this.
Connecticut and Ovenbird. I would put it. I'd probably put it here. I think. I'd probably put it here-ish.
Like, if somebody asks, "What are your top 5 favorite warblers?"
It's never been in it for me.
It's never been in it for me, which is interesting because they're really nice. I'm
They are
not,
really
like,
nice.
no question.
I think.
Yes, I've only seen their bellies. Exactly. You only see a white belly way up high in the canopy. They
How
have
about
a
this?
decent, cool song.
You good for this? You good for top of A or
I'm fine. That's yeah. I would do whatever ish.
you put it up here? Top A?
Because like they're certainly better than red starts and better than mornings and
Yeah.
all that. But like I like hooded so much that
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put it above here then. I'm gonna put it above here. We'll put it there. We'll put it there.
Alright.
Okay. Next one. Ooh, this is one that I feel there'll be a wide range of perspectives on.
I love one meeting warblers.
Okay, Drew, you had your chance. Just saying. You went for the yard work. We'll see. We're meeting where we're. What does Chad think about this? I'd be curious about this one because this is something. So I like I said earlier, I have this question I asked: top 5 warblers and what's the worst warbler? And this is probably the bird that has occurred in both of them most often. Like multiple people have said that this is the worst warbler to them, and multiple people have said that this is one of their favorite warblers. Ovenbird's actually one of those as well. Monsters. Don't threaten me with a good time. A plus. Okay, it's on the Jay Heine thumbs up. One of the faves. Got a B. Okay, people are saying it's mid. Another vote for mid, B tier. The thing, I love them personally. I'm a big fan. I love them because they're so. I really am a sucker for the unique ones. Like I feel like that's why I really don't like a lot of the ones that we put down here. Like all the variations on basically the same bird. That like worm eating is just like its own thing. It's its own genus. It's like it looks so cool and it probes dead leaf clusters and Pretty cool.
Yeah, like they go in and pry through dead leaf clusters, which is
Yeah,
super cool.
and
And
they actually have
the
a
white
natural
house.
reflex that when they stick the tip of their bill in a tight space, the bill opens automatically. So it's like they go around and they basically just stick their beak into leaf clusters and it like pries them open, and it's so cool.
And the good, if you see them in like good light, they're just like a gorgeous, rich caramel and green, and like a little green on the
Hmm.
yellow green on the shoulder and stuff. They're really,
The giant pink bill.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
We got people. Someone's saying that the bane of their existence. We got racing stripe. I do like the racing stripes. That's a good way to talk about it. Get in the way when going for Swainson's. Okay, worm eating. Where would you put worm eating, Luke?
I don't think it's an S for me, but I think it is an A.
Drew calls it mid. I'd put it as A as well. This is a good indication. We have strong opinions. We haven't called anything average so
Yeah,
far.
they either. Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty funny. We got a B plus. I would put it. I would put it as A, for sure. Personally,
I probably like morning better.
we got a B. We got a B. It's below Nashville for Drew. Is definitely just farming drama. You're crazy, Drew. You're crazy. Seth's giving it an F now. Okay, we've gone off the rails. I think it's better than Red Star. Do you agree? Like, I think We're Meeting World was a better bird than American Red Star. Song is an F. I will agree with that. The song is basically pointless.
Yeah. You could put it. You could put it in a. Yeah, maybe. I think it's better than Red Start.
But I don't think it's as good as like Morning McGilvery's types.
No, that's
right
good.
here.
Right
Okay.
there.
Okay. Well, here we are. Laser Kitty, you mentioned Parula. Here we are. The Northern Parula Warbler. We have an F in chat already for Parula from Seth, who's hating a little bit today, it seems.
Well, it's better than common yellow throat.
I like that emote, Green Herring. You just look terrified with every single one. Okay, diatoms. We got a 5 S's. Parula B tier, A.
It's weird. I think they're like objectively really beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
but they have never quite done it for me emotionally, you know?
Look at that.
But there's a
Look at
lot
how
of cool stuff
picturesque that
about them,
is.
like the green back and the nests with moss and all this stuff. Like they're
Wow. So pretty. Yeah, so for me, my arguments for Parula would be, one, they're one of the first things in like the Northeast that is like spring. Like to me, when you get like Parulas coming back and you hear your first Parula of spring, it's like such a glorious. It's one of the first like real warblers. You know, you hear that, you're out. It's a beautiful, crisp day in late April or early May, and like you've been waiting all winter, and you've just had like yellow-rumped warblers and like a phoebe or something, and you hear your first Parula, and you're like, yes, it's happening. So for me, that's a big plus. And then the thing you mentioned about the nest, I'm gonna have to find the super cool nests they do. Yeah. So Parulas nest in, or will sometimes make nests in like hanging moss. And so this was in Georgia. Was this when you were there? Was this when we were both there?
Yeah.
I forget. Yeah. So nesting in the Spanish moss, which is super, super cool. And I think that's awesome. My cons for them would be that I just like forget about them. Like it's like I don't know. Whenever people ask like what are the best, coolest warblers, I'm always just like, Parula never like jumps to my mind.
Yeah,
They're,
me
like,
neither, and I don't know why.
I
I
don't know
mean, they're
why.
common. We all like they're always
Mm-hmm.
there, but
I'll see.
but I don't think that detracts from other like magnolia and myrtle like in
Mm-hmm.
the spring. There's some things I really like that are dirt common too.
Totally. Javi, thanks for the follow. Um, yeah, I've seen a lot of A's, some B's,
I think
C,
it's a high B for me.
a high B.
I don't know if it's really it's not in the same level as like hooded Kentucky, Connecticut, like that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling with this, and I feel bad for Laser Kitty most specifically. I feel like this is the first one I've like felt bad about. Like,
Sorry.
everyone else is it's all felt like I feel like this is personal. Um, I would probably feel I feel like low A or high B. I kind of feel like high. It's a good bird. It's a great bird. But it doesn't like jump up to that like higher echelon for me either.
That's how I feel.
I think we got to be it. Might be unpopular.
We can
unpopular
Photoshop it into S tier for Laser Kitty.
move. Okay,
Send us
perfect.
that. Okay.
Life's hard. This is a challenge. Okay,
Life.
now this bird.
Oh, be still my beating heart.
What does Chad think about this? I have very strong opinions about this
Don't
bird.
ask them first.
Well, you just made yours clear.
Yeah, that's true.
Jay Heine says Connecticut Warblers an F.
Have you seen a Connecticut warbler?
I love Jay Heine's take. This is fantastic. Maggie is low A. Another A. Another A. Ronan's dropping an S. Martian's dropping an A. Got a long list of A's in there.
Well, thank God nobody's saying like C.
Drew says S. Okay. Drew.
I think Drew's right. As much as I hate to admit that. Just kidding. Drew's usually right.
I think this. I would argue. I think this is one of the most underrated warblers. I feel like nobody talks about like Magnolia as like, oh my god, this is one of the cool. Everyone's always talking about ceruleans and blackburnians and golden wings and all these kinds of things, but like nobody talks about magnolias. And I like look at this bird. This thing's like this, and this isn't even like the pristine one. Like you get a full pristine male that has the black like edge to edge on the back where there's no green at all. And you just have the full saddle, the full white wing bar, the like blue cap with the white and the jet black and just the contrast. It's like, it's insane. I don't know. I think this bird has always been in my top 5 warblers. Whenever people ask, they have the unique tail pattern. They're the only warbler with white in the middle of the tail as well. I don't know if there's a good. You can kind of see it in this photo. Yeah. So the only bird with white in the middle of the tail. So ID tip for folks out there too.
I love magnolias.
I would put Magnolia as S tier.
That's made my top 5 favorite warblers. It's not one of the regular. It's not like always in my top 5 favorite warblers, but it's been in there repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
I really like them.
For folks trying to learn song, how do you describe their song? Confusing. I would say is probably.
Ooh, the funky calls.
That is a really good point, Drew. Yeah. So the song. So Laser, like, this is one of their. This to me is like their common on breeding ground song, but in migration they like it's so variable. I feel it's just like a jumble that's like thinner than chestnut sided or hooded. Like it has like a thinness to it that doesn't have like that full rich quality as much as chestnut side or hooded. To me, but
they can.
It's hard.
It can sound like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's one of the most confusing warbler songs for me, I think.
Yeah. But the call, if I can get this. This is a really good call to know if folks really want to find more Magnolia warblers. It's like a totally unique call. It's just like this weird little
And
little
if
scratchy.
you want to misidentify Connecticut warblers in the fall, just listen for this.
Yep.
Call it Connecticut warbler. I think a lot of people do that.
Totally. But yeah, so the call is in many ways much more distinctive than the song a lot of the time for Magnolia warblers. But yeah, Laser, it's not just you. Okay, S tier. Where in S tier, you think?
I don't know.
I think I do actually like them better than Cape Mays.
I am not opposed to that. Although I like, yeah.
They're very similar to me.
Yeah, I like all the Cape Mays better, but like crappy looking magnolias aren't my favorite thing. But
I put it right here.
yeah,
If that works. Okay. Oh, we got another good one. Man, we're getting through the heavy hitters here.
Oh, high S.
Yep.
Second best warbler. Done.
Second best warbler. Huh, okay.
Easy.
It is a super cool bird.
So good.
To talk about unique, like another one that's just like totally unique. And one of the things that is like surprisingly good to me is the ear spot. Like I don't know why it's so compelling, but there's just something about that big buffy ear spot. We got some S's in chat.
And even the fall ones are just nice. Like they're brighter, greenish, lime green, yellow, and like
the brightness of it.
Adorable. It's legit ugly. I need to go get some bourbon.
Drew's just trying to fight. Came out with his gloves on today. Even Jay Heine likes it. S tier. Bay-breasted A.
Oh, they're so nice.
And there is something about this liminess that is really, I don't know why it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
But I totally agree. Yeah, I'm all in on S tier as well.
I love it. I'd put it above everything. I've never seen a Kirtland's, so you can do what you want, but it's better than that. That may not be.
I would still put it here. I would still put Kirtland's above these for now. Are you with that?
That's fine.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. I'm just
okay.
Really happy.
Bay-breasted is best so far. Got a B from Ronan. Oh. Who was it earlier that was talking about orange? Somebody was talking about orange. What do you all think about Blackburnian?
Ovenbirds have orange.
Oh yeah.
So they're best, or they're better. Yeah. This is oranger.
This is the orangest. Drew says travesty. Okay, what do people think Blackburnian warbler is? Jay Heine says best warbler. We got an S. We got an S. Andra, you only give it a B. Wow, I'm surprised by that. After seeing them walking around on the lawns at Pointe d'Argent. Oh, Laser. I don't know Rosemary's skateboarding comic. High B for Blackburnian warbler. Wow, tough crowd. Obnoxiously orange feels needy. Oh man, I think for the next one of these we need to get Seth and Jay Heine on here. We can have me and you, and then Seth and Jay.
Whenever I see a Blackburnian, I'm like, geez, what a fucking needy that thing. God.
Oh my god.
Desperate for attention.
That is really funny. Yeah. So again, going back to the questions that I've asked, the top 5 and the worst. This is the most consistently picked bird for the top 5 warblers. Basically, every single person says top 5. With very, very few exceptions. And I feel the same. I would put it as S tier. What would you How do you feel
I
about it?
think I think it's overrated in general.
Really? But how
But I
overrated?
still think it's really like
Look
I
at this
don't
thing. Look at this bird. Look at that. It's a terrible photo, but like, great bird.
it actually does. It looks really washed out. I think when you see them, when you see a really bright one, a really richly colored one,
Mm-hmm.
and you just can't, it's really hard to capture that in photos. Unless you
Yeah.
Photoshop it like that.
Yeah.
But
It's like the most glowing, insane, vivid. That's a pretty good representation of it.
yeah.
Way too mainstream. Andre, you're too much of a hipster. It's
Well,
not
I
for
would
you.
have put well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's probably an S.
I'd put it below Cape May, but as an S.
Yeah, that's
Like
fine.
low S.
That's probably I was gonna say it might be in the cerulean hooded Kentucky camp for me, but maybe it's probably above that. Yeah, yeah.
Low S. You down for that?
But I do think it's like so many people are just like Blackburnian, and I think that's.
Oh, they're so good.
I mean, they are, but there's so many other really good ones.
Yeah. Like these ones.
Yeah,
Like Lucy's warbler.
like Lucy's warbler.
Okay. Low S. We're
Sure,
good? Okay.
we're good.
Yellow warbler.
Yellow warblers just look dumb.
Yellow warbler. I would just put it as B. Just speaking. Yeah, that is kind of a bad looking
Stupid,
one.
stupid blank face, like they got hit in the face with a shovel.
Savage.
That, on the other hand, that's not a yellow warbler. That's a mangrove warbler. Split it.
It should be split. I like these too. The little caps. The little
Yeah.
mangroves. Or
They
goldens,
sound their
rather.
calls, everything. They sound so different. Oh my god.
I would just slap it right in the middle. Just like it's a B. There's some cool ones.
Yeah.
There's some that they're just very average. I
They're
don't.
pretty. They're prettier than the crap stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, it's below Perula.
Yeah, for
Perula's
sure.
definitely higher than yellow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
they're just,
yeah, I mean, it's cute, I guess.
they're cute. They're there when you need them. You know, you need a warbler on any like summer day. You got a yellow warbler if you're in North America. I don't know.
I try
Well,
to appreciate them,
we got an A in chat. You try to appreciate them but fail.
but fail. I try really hard to be grateful for yellow warblers.
Yeah, laser. Feel free to drop a link.
Yeah, no, I think we do that. Yellow warbler below Perula.
We got a B. We got another B. I think so. That feels
And
good.
maybe it's a well, yeah, it's a B. It could be a high C. Whatever. Keep going. So yeah, chestnut sided. Oh no, what do we mean?
Nice.
Whoa.
I love it. We need more warblers on skateboards.
Can we? I want like a bumper sticker of that or something.
That would be super cool. Yeah, her stuff's
Or
super.
like a laptop sticker.
Yeah, I'm gonna see her next week in Ohio. Actually, I'm excited to meet her. Never met her before. She does super cool stuff. I feel like you've seen her, heard 1,000. Oh, yellow warblers this spring, Martian. Oh, here's the bird where we need Marshall, right here. Here, I'd actually be curious before we give any sense. What chat? How do you feel about chestnut-sided warblers? Without influence from us. Low A, better than most. Love their complex coloring. B, B, S, or A. Okay, we got a bunch of chestnut-sided fans. Low A, high B. Cute yellow hats. They do have cute yellow hats.
Mhm.
Middle A. Okay, people are very favorable. We have a close friend who I think he called this the biggest travesty in birds or something, or like the worst designed bird. If I gave my 5-year-old a set of colored markers, he could draw a better bird. Looks like it was made by someone who was like colorblind and unable to to choose colors or anything. It's like I don't quite feel like that. I don't know. How do you
What
feel about
is
chestnut
Drew?
sides?
Drew loves Nashville warblers. Interesting. Learning so much. How is this worse than a Nashville?
Yeah, this is better than a Nashville
Hmm.
warbler.
I think it's. I think the point about females or or birds in the fall,
The lime green ones.
the lime green ones, like those are really sharp too.
Ooh, the best kind of chaotic vibes. I like that. Chaotic vibes. Yeah, look at this. Like, that's a really cool
Very
color
pretty.
combo.
They are a little chaotic. Like they're a little messy
But isn't
in
life a
spring,
little
not this.
chaotic and messy? You know,
That
aren't
is
they?
mine is.
Aren't they just like an embodiment of really what it is to be?
Ooh, did you know? I studied philosophy.
Yep.
Um, Wait, go back to the See, but some of those are they're fine. All birds are. There's a bunch of crappy looking ones. Yes, yes, I am. Go back to the tears.
The tears.
See, now it's getting a little bit because we can say it's better than a yellow warbler, which is for
Yep,
sure
absolutely.
definitely better than yellow warbler.
I'd say better than Perula. Better than Red Start. Not as good as Worm Eating, to me. I'd put it right here, I think.
Yeah, I might just put it above Parala in B, but
Oh, you'd put it there. Interesting. I think they're cool. I think they're unique. I think the lime greenness. I think both their plumages are really cool. Like that
yeah,
is super cool and unique and interesting, and that is super cool and unique and interesting.
and I like how they cock their tail up.
Yep.
Maybe they are better than Red Stars.
I would
These
put them right
females
here.
are just kind
Yep. How do you feel about
of
that?
yeah, fine, great,
Okay.
excellent,
Sold.
jazzed.
All of these, every tier list we've done so far is so top heavy. It's like I guess that's what you get for
Almost
liking
like we
birds.
like birds or something.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Blackpoll warbler, the chickadee
Oh,
warbler. I think this is a remarkably cool bird. I think this is another one that's kind of underrated.
I think it's underrated too. I really like black bulls.
One of the things I really like is the yellow legs in spring. Like I feel like in fall they're not that noticeable, but I've been noticing it a lot here and the ones I've been seeing in Texas. Like the yellow legs like glow almost when they're like hopping around in the canopy. I think they're really cool.
I agree on the yellow edges on the wing feathers.
Look at how spherical it is. That's adorable. Yellow
They're
edges on wing
remarkable,
feathers.
pretty remarkable in their or down the
Hmm.
Atlantic. Fall
Yeah.
migration is pretty cool. Their like breeding habitat's really cool.
Yeah, so for folks who don't know, they winter in kind of Amazonian South America, and then they breed in like as far north as trees go, basically, and then in kind of higher elevations and boreal type stuff. And in spring they migrate more up this way, and then in fall they go to the Atlantic coast and they do a jump, and most of them do a nonstop flight over much of the Atlantic to northern South America, and so you get these very rotund ones that turn up in the fall, and they'll actually double their weight in like 10 days. They'll go from weighing like 10 grams to weighing like 20 grams, and it's super cool. And then they fly. I think that's cool.
They're really cool. The black cap is like almost like iridescent. I don't know. It's like
Mm-hmm.
shiny blue black.
Yeah, and they do yellow in a classy way. You know, they don't have a bunch of yellow in their plumage. They have a little bit of yellow in the bill and the wing linings and the legs. You know, it's crazy. Where would you put it?
A somewhere.
Okay, we're in A.
Mid A ish.
Mid A. I don't know. I get stuck right here. It's like I
I
really
do.
like all of these birds, and it's hard to put birds above these three for me. Like, is black warbler cooler than worm-eating warbler? Like,
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
not.
think so.
Maybe it's between worm eating and chestnut.
Yeah, we're
I
getting
think
a
they're
lot
a
of
little bit
bees.
cooler than chestnut sided. It's like
Mm-hmm.
habitat and migration and everything.
Yep. Okay. Done. Aw,
Done.
black-throated blue.
Oh,
This
talk about unique.
this is such a cool bird. And while chat saying what they think it is, one of the cool things that I like about them, that's kind of fun, is they're really easy to age, as well. Um, so this one right here is a second year bird because it has green edges to the alula right here, this part of the wing, and all these primary coverts, whereas a full adult bird has blue edges to all these feathers. And I always think that's kind of cool. You can just
I
see
need
and
to
be like,
find a
"Oop,
photo of
green
an
and blue."
adult male.
Boom.
Yeah.
Blue
Look at
edges on all those feathers. And they also have a bigger white patch in general, the older birds. So this young one has a smaller white patch. That older one has a big white patch.
that. Oh, they're so nice.
They are so nice.
That one, I never think of as like that's in my top 5 favorite warblers. And then every time I see a male black-throated blue, I'm like, oh my god, this bird.
And I really like their song, too.
Mm.
Not that version of it. This one. That. I like that. I like the buzzy song. Zoo, 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 zee. This is one that I've always taken for granted in the East, too, I feel. And then in the last year, I spent some time in Texas and in Minnesota. And I'd never thought about how it's one that doesn't winter in Central America or further south as much, but is really a core Caribbean winterer. And so they just go through the East. And so here in Texas or in Minnesota, like it's been something you really look for. And people are like super, like I saw one black-throated blue last spring, and I've seen one this spring so far.
Isn't that, I remember that when I went to Texas for a spring, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we might see like 1 or 2 black-throated blues a spring." I was like,
And you're like,
"What?"
that's so sad.
They're like a common breeder, or like
Mm-hmm.
in Maine, and
Totally.
I see a lot of them, but
Yep.
they're really nice, and the females are subtly nice too.
Yeah, we haven't looked at the females. We gotta pay attention to that. The nice little white handkerchief. The ghost of the mask. They are nice. They're subtle. They practice the economy of style.
Yes, quite.
So we got county grailbirds from Minnesota birds are on the North Shore. Yeah, HJ. 2 and 11 years. Yeah, that's amazing. Just how that slight difference happens. That's super cool.
I don't know. I feel like I don't think about that enough, but it has to be an S tier, I think, for me.
I think I'd say low S. To me, like the lowest S. I don't think it's better than Blackburnian Warbler.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And it's right next to Cerulean Warbler. Either I could see it as like a high A or a low S.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I don't know. A lot of chat saying S. I'd be down putting it in. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of low S, high A.
I'm down for low S. I think low S is good.
Okay. Boom. This one should be quick.
Mid.
Mid. Just like thoroughly mid. They're cool. I like the tail wag. I like the sign of spring thing. But
Yeah.
like, meh.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
think they're
B.
between Perla and Yellow.
Totally. I feel the same thing.
Bingo. Done.
We got some folks saying B, C. Yeah, I think that one's gonna be a quick one. Easy. Oh. Seth does not agree. The tail wag is cool. If you want to go to like a Florida lawn and see some stuff, it's a great bird for that. Sorry, Doc, that might have been too targeted. Pine warbler. Mid.
Mid.
Just like it doesn't. I don't feel strongly about. I feel like for so many of these, it's like I have like a strong visceral reaction to what it is, and this one's just like, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's fine. It's cool. You get them in winter in the Northeast, so like,
High C.
excited about that. Is it better than? I'm sure Drew's gonna say that Nashville's better.
No, just move Nashville to S.
Yeah, we should let's just put Nashville here at the very top.
Nashville's best warbler.
Are you happy now, Drew? Does this look good? Um,
No, I think I think Pine's a C.
I think it's a C as well. Where in C though?
Certainly above common yellowthroat. I think it's above. Well,
I would put it here. I think.
I was gonna say like yeah maybe I don't know yeah that's fine that
I don't know,
works.
part of it might be the familiarity
Yeah.
side of it. Oh, Martian, you heard one today. That's cool. Vanderwall got the North Carolina B tier. I think it seems like B, C. It's getting some B's and C's. Someone even threw out D for Pine Warbler. Oh, then this next one. I think this next one's going to be a...
This is gonna be
This will be interesting.
gloves off.
Okay, and I guess that there's a big question here. We're evaluating the warblers that are the regular occurring warblers of U.S. and Canada. So when we're talking about yellow-rumped warbler, can we talk about Goldman's warbler as a part of that? Because this subspecies of yellow-rumped warbler, which is, should be a species, and is one of the most glorious, beautiful warblers that exists, is just in Guatemala, Chiapas. I would argue that we should just be evaluating Myrtle and Audubon's warbler, because those are the only ones that are in U.S. and Canada.
I think you're right because unfortunately, well, Goldman's is Goldman's is amazing.
Yeah, for anybody who is not aware of this bird, this is a bird. This photo is from Guatemala, and it is Luke's. And these
so
birds are
cool.
insane. They're so incredible. They're just like almost jet black with this unreal white and yet like amazing. So that's
and the
Goldman's.
habitat they're endemic to a plateau in Guatemala that's like 12,000 feet. That's like open savanna with pines and firs and junipers. And they occur on one other volcano in Guatemala, and they are rumored to occur on a volcano right on the Mexico-Guatemala border, but there isn't any current documentation of that. So they're essentially endemic to like one plateau in Guatemala, and they're resident. In the winter, they mix in flocks with Audubons and Myrtles, which is really cool. But then they're resident. They breed there. They're bigger. They have are calls closer to Myrtle than it is to Audubons. They're so cool. They're genetically like completely different genetically. Oh my god, they're so cool.
They are so cool.
So yeah, so I don't think we can evaluate Goldman's in the same conversation.
Okay, so we're looking at Myrtle and Audubons then. So for folks who aren't super familiar with these, Myrtle breed kind of in the boreal forest and are super common in the eastern. They're the only one that's common in the eastern U.S., and then they also occur in the western U.S. in winter. And then Audubons, so that this is the one that's eastern, northern breeding, also occurs in the west, and then Audubons is in the western part of the U.S. and Canada, and overlaps with Myrtle. So okay, and we're evaluating this without Goldman's. Turpin, unfortunately, we gotta evaluate it as a whole, including both of them for now, but hopefully they'll be split at some point, because I think they should be. How do you feel about these?
People are so biased on these because they're so common.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. I like rare birds too.
And because people often see them like this.
Yeah.
That I feel can make them feel more common than.
But a really crisp spring adult male, either one, but like I see a lot of myrtles, like right now we're seeing a lot of myrtles. They're really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good looking birds.
They're super nice.
I don't think they're like in the top tier of warblers, but
I agree.
But they're not. They're no common yellowthroat, let me tell you that. Really, a dapper spring male myrtle warbler is worse than a common yellowthroat?
Okay, so we got this right here. Extra points for overwintering further north than most. Hey Lily, how's it going?
Do you know there's no photos of black-fronted in eBird?
There's no photos of
That thing,
black fronted?
that thing's an enigma.
Really?
Yeah, at least I think last I looked.
Um, is that yeah, West
Yeah.
Mexico. Wow,
Womp womp.
that's cool. What does it say?
Ooh, are
Birds
there
of the
some
world.
on it? That's interesting.
Uh,
I want to go look at that.
yeah, can you link those, Lily? We're getting deep in this. Populations.
I really wanted to go look for them in Durango, but
Here you go. So this is the bird talking about here. Hey Macaroon, welcome in. Mac. They're only excited because they arrived before the others. You're desperate for warblers. Friendliest warbler? I agree, Andra. They are friendly.
yeah, they're very friendly. They're very nice.
Here we go. Here's the... Oh, wow. So for folks who aren't familiar with this is of a very rare subspecies of yellow-rumped warbler. So the reason why we're struggling with this is that there's basically 4 groups that all look differently. The Goldmans we were looking at before. Then there's this West Mexico one. And then the Audubons and Myrtle we're familiar with. But that's cool to see.
Where is this? Where is that photo from?
It's kind of halfway between. Wherever this is. Sinaloa, Durango.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh, in July.
Okay. Okay. Back to Myrtle and Audubons. Easily distracted for cool birds. What are we looking at here? Yeah, I agree. It's not like amazing. I find it really hard to put it above a lot of the ones here. I feel like it's in B somewhere. Yellow rumps. I like Perulas. I think Perulas are cooler than yellow rumps.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're underrated,
Yep.
like yellow rumps, but I don't think they're like spectacular, like amazing. I don't know.
How about here? Above palms. Definitely better than palms.
Yeah, I think they're better than palms.
Perula? Better or worse?
I like it. No, Perula's better.
Okay, cool. Okay, the next 2 we're going to do these water thrushes in a row. Okay. I really like water thrushes. I think they're super cool. I love the tail wag. It's like... I don't know. They're super cool. But out of the water thrushes, I think this is the worst of the 2 water thrushes.
I really like Louisiana water thrush, and
Uh-huh.
I just have no feelings for northern water thrush,
Really?
which is sort of dumb.
I have some feelings for northern. Like, I don't know, when you get like a really cool boggy, like northern bog, and there's a northern water thrush. Here's the sound for people who
Yeah,
don't.
but they're fine.
Oops. Here we go. That's a cool song. Drew says
not as
northern
cool.
is better.
Anna.
Oh my god, Drew with the hot takes.
Northern is better?
Yeah, I don't really feel that.
I don't know.
Hey
if
Alexis, welcome in.
Right.
Water thrushes are both top tier.
Northern water thrush is just
I would say
it's
northern.
fine. It's just bland, though.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
would
know.
say it's bland. I would say it's mid. Like,
Like, I think it's below. I literally think I like myrtle warblers better than northern water thrushes.
I would put it just above Myrtle. I think I still like Perula more, but I would put it above Myrtle. or
But then
above Yellow-Rose, I think.
I think I'd put Louisiana like pretty high
Yep.
in A.
But let's do Northern first. Get through Northern and then do Louisiana.
Northern has messy, crappy streaking.
I do think it is messy. Yeah, Lily, I totally agree. Yeah, H-Day, watching Louisiana work a stream, super fun, intimate experience. It feels like Northern, just like stagnant pools of water. Kind of true.
Yeah. And something I just heard solidified in my head is northern water thrushes bob like a gringo guy trying to dance, just like up and down, up and down.
Mm-hmm.
And Louisiana's are like a Latina woman trying to dance, like nice.
Was that something you heard in Mexico?
Louisiana's are much like
they have a lot of yeah, they have more flow, I would say, for sure.
Oh yeah.
How about so it's right around here in B somewhere.
That's what that yeah, I'm fine with that.
I would put it here. I would put it one above.
That's fine.
Okay. Now Louisiana. This is such a cool bird. I don't know what it is about.
I don't know why I like them so much more than northerns, but
Same.
like
this song is so cool. I don't know. And other folks are saying it before. Oh, that song is so cool. And it's like one of the best sounds of spring to me. Like you go and you've been waiting after a long winter and you're at some rocky stream and you hear that echoing out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a night, like something about in the Northeast in particular, like a hemlock ravine and a rocky stream with a Louisiana water thrush singing.
Yeah,
so suave.
I would say these are blurry. It's a different kind of blurriness, Drew. I don't know to me. They're clean.
They're cleaner.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. They're somehow blurry but clean, whereas like
Northern looks like an angry child just scratched a bunch of streaks on it, and Louisiana's like nicely painted with watercolors.
And yeah, they do have the nice pink legs, like the big white island. They're bolder. They're it's more of a statement. It is unfair, Drew, how much Louisianas are better than Northerns. It is quite unfair. I think chat, yeah, pretty much everybody in chat saying Louisiana is better. But how better? Where do we go?
It's above Ovenbird for me, I think.
Above Ovenbird. The wildest justifications I've ever heard. Drew, we definitely have to get you on for the next one of these. I feel like that would be so good. Above Ovenbird. You know what? I agree. Yeah, it sounds good. Ooh, the next one. This is a bird I don't think about too much. But every time I do, I'm kind of happy.
Oh, me too.
Yellow-throated warbler. And one of the things that they do that I think is really cool is they have like some nuthatchy like crawl around things that they do, but really nice, just the crisp black, gray, and white accentuated by like the vivid yellow throat. I don't know, yellow-throated warbler. What does everybody think? We got a B tier. B tier. Solid B's. Equal with Perilla. I don't know. How do you feel about him, Luke? Where would you put him?
Yeah. I think I like them better than Perillas.
You like them better. Oh, Rob, thanks so much for the resub. Appreciate it. Got A, B, B.
So much of this is biased on where you live. Like I don't see many yellow-throateds, and now I'm thinking, I'm like, well, I don't know. I like yellow-throateds maybe more than chestnut-sideds or black poles. I don't know, but they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, they're somewhere upper B,
Might be.
low A for me.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by, Rob. Appreciate it. We got some more B's from others. Mac, I don't think birds evolved from turtles, but could be wrong on that.
It could be the highest B.
The highest B? I think it's better than Perula. I actually like their song surprisingly too. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's got this cool like dramatic descending to me. Like the acceleration and the dropping. It's a nice little song. Harry Woodpecker in the background. Yeah, high B. I think high B sounds good. Okay. In the home stretch. Not too many left. Oh. This is another one. Forget about.
Me too. But I really like prairies. Also, white in the outer tail.
White in the outer tail. I like the red on the back
Red on the
of
back.
Prairie Warblers too. And then the song I think is really cool.
And they have a pretty cool pet, just the face and everything.
It's
They're
such a cool
really-
song.
Wow, well, a lot of agreement. A. Drew's gonna be like low D.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention what Drew said for the last time. He said yellow-throated was better than Blackburnian.
Ooh, interesting.
Interesting if true.
But it's not.
Prairies are amazing. Associate the song with extreme heat, biting insects.
That's not wrong.
Mid to upper A. Based on the bottom right picture. S plot. It is super nice.
It's like not one I think about, but
Yeah,
I like them.
they're really nice.
Hmm.
A, I'd say somewhere in A.
I think
In the
so.
swarm that is A. I'd say it's
Yeah.
better. To me, there's like a cutoff point, like here and below. To me, it's better than that. Better than
Yeah,
Worm Eating, I think. I'm not sure if it's better than this mid cohort.
No, I like that skulky mid cohort.
Yeah. Okay, that is a good point. This is like all skulky stuff. That's kind of cool.
It might
Yeah.
be like between Mac and Worm Eating.
Yeah, I do that. We got a high A, we got a mid A. Oh, thanks Lily for stopping by. Hope you're having a birdie weekend. Okay. Oh, now we're going on a little west kick, a western U.S. journey. Next one is Grace's Warbler. I think this is going to be one that, at least for me, is like a bias of place. So like, this is cool and fine, but like, I think Yellow-throated Warbler is cooler. I think Yellow-throated Warbler has that bolder, nicer black, white, gray, and yellow. I think they just do it better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so for folks who aren't familiar, this is a bird of, Central America and then just up into the western U.S. We got someone one above yellow-throated. We got a B tier. Grace's
No,
habitat.
but I'd even think I like most things in B better than Grace's.
Yeah. I'd put it like mid B maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe here.
Do it.
We're gonna get a lot of hate from Western folks.
Yeah, that's fine.
If
Can
Andrew were here, he'd be grumpy.
Okay.
Grace is definitely below yellow-throated. We should get Andrew on one of these. That would actually be awesome.
Well, that would be kinda
Andrew,
fun.
if you see this, I'll text you after. We should totally do that.
I
Black?
kind of like black-throated grays.
I like black-throated grays too. It's like another version of the chickadee warbler. It's probably more of a chickadee warbler than a blackpoll, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like almost spot on.
in terms of like habits and everything.
And the kind of subtle gray
Yeah.
ones are actually really, really nice. Yeah, like Chirpin said, the yellow spot is so good. It's so different. They're pretty cool. It's like
They're
a
sharp. I
it's like
don't
a
know how.
I never thought of this before. It's like a cerulean warbler, but you just turn all the blue to like black. Like it has the same exact band and streak pattern and like the
Hmm,
same facial thing. Um,
that's interesting.
I never thought about that before. But like looking at
Huh.
this, like it looks so much like you just find and replace all this black with blue, and it's a
Yeah.
cerulean warbler basically.
Hmm.
We got an A, an S, an S. So
I
people are
don't think it's
guiding.
an F for me, but
Where would you stick it?
yeah,
It gets so hard later on.
it does. I think low A is probably right.
I think low A is probably right. Maybe just above Black Bull or just below or something.
Yeah.
Above, below.
They're not as interesting migration wise and stuff.
Sold.
Below
Yep.
works.
Yeah. Bob, thanks so much for the resub. Good to have you back. Okay. Another Western one. Townsend's Warbler. That's a cool bird.
It's a nice bird, but it doesn't grab me. You know, I don't know.
I,
They're nice.
I don't know. I go back and forth on these. Sometimes they grab me. Sometimes I feel like I get it. Some days I feel like I don't get Townsend's Warbler. We got an A. Townie does grab another A.
They're pretty nice.
Does it go in the A swarm?
Probably.
Okay, I feel like we just gotta be. What is it better? Is Red Start better or
Red
Townsend's?
Start's definitely more unique,
Yeah,
as is almost everything else in A tier. That's kind of one of the problems is that Townsend's Hermit, Black-Throated Green, Golden Cheeked.
it's kind of
I
all
mean,
that
there's
same swarm.
bits of uniqueness, but they all look the same.
Least interesting for the next. Nice, but seems like it's trying too hard. Low B. I might go for B somewhere. Maybe the upper half of B for me.
And maybe like just below Yellow Throated or below Parallel or something.
Yeah, maybe below Parala.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna have to rapid. We're gonna get all these in a row. So Townsend's, then Hermit. I like Hermit better than Townsend's.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's something about just like the almost full yellow head. So for folks who aren't super familiar with these, there's basically this group of four birds. That'll be the next four that we're looking at. We just looked at Townsend's, and then Hermit, Golden Cheeked, and Black Throated Green. And it's pretty cool because they were basically all thought to be one super species before the last ice age, and then the glacier, the pattern of glaciation basically split them in such a way that they speciated into these four different groups. And so there's black-throated green in the eastern forests. There's golden cheeked just in Texas. It's the only bird in the world that only breeds in Texas. And then Townsend's warbler in the Rockies, and then hermit warbler in the far western U.S. So kind of in this four. Hermit.
I don't know. They're fine too. I think they're similar to Townsend's. Like I don't
Yeah.
really care much, but
I'd put it right above Townsend's, but
right,
the same thing.
that's fine. Yeah.
Hermit looks like aberrant plumage. Got another B, another B. All those are B. Yeah, so golden cheeked, the next one we talked about. This is the one that only breeds in Texas. And so that's only spot winters down in Central America. I love this bird. I think this bird is a cut above all the other of this complex. Like that it's like the Goldman's warbler equivalent. It's got all this black and then just that vivid patch of yellow. Rare, endangered. Like it to me, it is so much more striking than all the others. It's like
That's probably right, but I don't think it goes that much higher than the others.
I would put it in A. I'd put it in like low A
Huh.
for Golden Sheet for me.
Well, good for you.
uh, well, what do you think? I'm seeing super early. Someone's saying all these are B. We got someone yeehawing. Yeehaw. Yeah, I'd put it.
Yeah, it's better than the other ones, but it has the.
I'd probably put it here.
Range restriction.
I'd probably put it here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Workable. Okay, Black Throated Green. We're gonna get that real quick. Black Throated Green. It's like fine. What do you think out of Black Throated Green, Townsend's Hermit?
I think it's the lowest.
I think it's the lowest.
Yeah.
I see a B in chat. I think so. I think we're doing something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, look, we're this is getting more center heavy now. I feel like we started out the gate with a lot of things. We got some contentious ones to come though.
We're getting some good ones here.
Okay. Speaking of good ones.
S. So good. I love Canada warblers.
We got an S. Melei's been a sleeper. Drop the S in. I love it. Oh, Drew thinks Black Throated Green's better than that. We got another S. Got an A. I would say I think this is my favorite warbler. I think this is Drew taking advantage of the mod spam. Perfect. Oh, and Jay Heine, the biggest critic. I love it. Dropping the B on Canada Warbler.
I think it's my second favorite warbler. Did I already
so
pick
clean,
a
so
second
tight?
favorite warbler?
Oh yeah, you already picked a second favorite warbler. You said Bay Breasted was your second favorite.
Okay, Bay Breasted is the third.
But you're fine with putting this at the very top for now.
So absolutely. Oh
Yeah.
my god, they're perfect. They're perfect.
They are so the perfect proportions. That slaty blue gray, the beautiful scaling, the eye ring. They're cute. They're cutieful, cute and beautiful same time. Awesome little necklace. Yeah, their song is so good. It's like so lively.
Migrant.
Super cool.
They have a little bit of the skulk understory wet habitat factor, but they're not like too hard to see, you know?
They sound like they're beatboxing.
They're perfect.
Yeah, and I really like the subtle fall plumage too. They're so pretty.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I can't wait to see Canada warblers this spring.
Yes, and the habitats that they're in are so good.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bird. Just looking at this makes me happy. Oh, and the white undertail, really like. Okay, so that's the best, and they're so cute.
That is like a perfect warbler.
Adorable. Okay, so yes, that's the best warbler.
Yep.
The next is Wilson's warbler.
Not the best.
I kind of like Wilson's though. I love their cute little caps. They're not the best. They're not the best, but they're like they're A to me for sure.
Really?
Oh yeah. No, I like Wilson's.
Huh.
I like Wilson's. Yeah, green herring. The hat. They have a nice little call. I love birds with distinctive, unique calls. And you know they have the little jump that they give, and you're like, oh yeah, there's a Wilson's.
Well, you could say that about every warbler. They all have calls.
Yeah, but some of the calls I like. You know, I hear it's like a magnolia. We talked about a magnolia.
Oh, did you hear that? It said Chip. Hey dear.
Fair enough.
Oh, boy.
More like a toupee than a hat.
But they're like, I don't know. Well, they're fine. They're better than yellows.
They're oh yeah. Wait, you're down here? They're absolutely better than. Oh no, like to me.
What?
To me, we're like high B, low A for sure.
Interesting. I'm like low B, maybe even equivalent to Nashville.
Oh my god. Ed Drew saying C. Ronan puts it below a yellow? What? What's everybody... What are you all talking about?
They don't have that. There's not much to a
Low B,
Wilson's
B
warbler
minus.
compared with all this other stuff.
Look at them; they're adorable.
Every
Like,
warbler is adorable.
not every warbler.
Yeah, not common
Like,
yellow throat.
well, let's be right. They're kind of cute, but Wilson's has to have one of the cutest faces of all the warblers. I would say, the super short bill, the big yellow eye ring with like the staring eyes. I think they're super cute.
Yeah, well, are we rating the cutest warblers or?
Yeah, well,
Well, that's
okay.
great.
Well, I'm up here and you're down here, so it sounds like we should compromise.
An impasse. Hit with exactly. Hit with a shovel, a la yellow warbler.
I would. How would you feel here? Did you? How do you feel as compared to like the black-throated green
I
types?
feel bad. You're making
how do you feel? How do you feel
frankly,
here?
Not good.
How do you feel here? We've officially started to lose it. 2 hours in, we've officially started to lose it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's
Here?
great.
You're
I'm
fine with
happy
that?
Yeah.
Wilson's is a hooded wannabe. Yeah,
Maybe I do. Yeah, a really bad hood, like a really desperate wannabe.
I think that's where we
I think it's
disagree. I
probably-
think it's a good wannabe.
I
Like-
might like it better than Northern Waterfrush. You might be right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, now that's fine.
Okay. Now we're
Now-
on to the probably the biggest, what I'm anticipating our biggest fight.
Shall I introduce this one as? Thankfully, so this is.
Yeah, you talk about. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You talk about it because I don't need to hear anything. This is all boring.
Oh my god. Yeah. Bye. What? See, thankfully, this one's really easy because there can only be one objectively best warbler in North America, and this is it. So we don't even have to have a discussion. Golden winged warbler is the most perfect warbler, and it's the top of the S tier. That's it. Any other comments? I'm just going to shut off the chat. And I don't know how to live stream. So, oh my God, see? Oh, you poor people. Wow, this is disgusting. Thank you, Andrew Spencer. This is indeed, well, maybe not the only good warbler.
Okay, so everyone has agreed with C. C tier.
See, yeah. Are you fucking kidding?
Maybe I don't know. Drew really like Nashville, so we could put it like just below Nashville.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna throw my computer through the window.
Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, Alexis does say C tier. Alexis, I would mod you if you weren't already a mod, but
I'm gonna demod
already
you,
there.
even though I don't have that power.
You're a VIP. You don't have mod though. I would be scared if you had mod. Although actually, I should give you that because that'd be great. We had a low S, high A. Okay, so I Golden Winged. I think we've been talking about rated and overrated and stuff, the like underrated and overrated. I think Golden Winged Warbler is one of the most overrated. I think there's like this whole Golden Wing culture about it. You know, everyone's like, oh, it's the best warbler, and everyone just says it's the best warbler because they think it's the like that's what everybody says. You know, but like, are they even a species? They only have like 4 genes separating them from blue winged anyway.
Oh, interesting.
So like, who really cares? Should we even be caring? We should probably rank them together. They're probably just the same thing. So, I would say I don't think they're
Yes, they are.
the greatest ever. I would say I still think they're great. I still think they're a great bird, but I think that it's a little bit overblown. I think that everyone like is just such a fanboy for Golden Wings, like present company.
Just gonna keep making faces.
And perfect.
No, Lawrence's is not better. The gray is so nice. Oh, the gray and white. Oh, so good. And they do the proby thing with their bill.
They do the proby thing with their bill. I will give them that. I don't know. We got Well, we
This
gotta.
gem of a warbler. Who wrote that?
Did you go in and write? Oh, you wrote the Merlin text. That's funny.
Yeah.
Biased. Classic bias. Um. Okay, so golden winged warbler. You want it to be here. Is that right?
I do, and I will not compromise.
You will not compromise.
So I know this is your live stream, and I am just a
Mm-hmm.
silly guest here to make.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how about this? I understand that you have a very strong position here. Canada warbler is something that I think we can agree on that is an amazing bird. Do you agree Canada warbler is an amazing bird?
Absolutely, it's my second favorite warbler, along with bay breast.
So I would argue then that since we don't see eye to eye on the golden winged, that we could at least compromise to have Canada be the number one, since collectively I would say our shared excitement for a warbler is highest for Canada warbler.
Oh, I think that's great. I think that's a fine compromise. Where would you put golden winged if you were doing this alone? But up there.
Yeah, no, it's S tier. It's S tier. It's just the thing that bothers me is everyone just immediately says it's the best warbler, and I don't.
I think you're biased because me and Andrew say that.
Whatever it is, I'm
Who else
scarred.
says that? We're the
A lot of people.
originals that just
I don't
drill them.
know. Folks in chat, everybody in chat, what's if you had to pick one, if you had to pick the top of this list, what would be your favorite warbler? Like your favorite warbler. I'm curious. I've never actually picked. Like I think I deep down knew that Canada was mine, but I never actually like thought about what my favorite was until today. Mealy's also on the Canada wagon. Diatom's orangest. I assume assume you're saying Blackburnian. So boring, gonna say Blackburnian. Black-throated blue. So everything so far that people have said is in S.
That's good.
But yeah, so we can put it here then. We can have you be. You won't throw as much of a fit, but it won't be number one. Is that fine? Is that workable?
Fine.
Okay. Yeah, I normally do the unordered top fine. Oh yeah, someone from Europe just seems so pale in comparison to the other warblers. Canada cerulean, possibly painted red star. Oh yeah, we have that coming up soon too. Okay. Well, we made it through the golden wing thing. I thought that was going to be more painful. We survived. We'll see if we're still talking to each other in a week.
Accommodating.
Yeah, you're so accommodating. Okay. Was that authentic? Red-faced warbler. I didn't even know they had a white rump. That's cool. I've only seen this bird, what, once? I don't know.
5 times.
It was all in Camp Chiricahua, though. I haven't seen this bird in 15 years. I have not seen this bird in 15 years. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. This was when we were at bird camp, when I was his chaperone. So I get to bring that up again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't have, like I honestly didn't even know they had a white rump, which is super cool. Super cool pattern, super unique, like beautiful, amazing, striking. I feel like if I really saw them and got to enjoy them more often, they might even be S tier.
I think they should be.
I think they are.
All that many either, but
They're just so insane.
They're really cool. It's almost, to me, it's almost a stretch to even have these in the same ranking system.
Someone said looks like a fish. Barking Martian. I don't really know why, but that really cracks me up, Martian. That's hilarious. I never see red face. They are super beautiful. Yeah, and I'd actually never really thought about it before, but red there's really no other genuine red on anything that's not these like Mexican highland and adjacent U.S. warblers. I never like thought like everything else is like red brown. You know that there's no like vivid red. Like
Yeah,
palm has
no.
that on the crown,
Orange
prairie
and
has it
blue.
on the back, Cape May has it on the cheek, but it's always like orange or like brick red.
Chestnut. Yeah.
Yeah, chestnut bay. That's super interesting. I wonder why that is. The only like true red on any warbler on this list are the highland ones. Like, what is it that red warbler,
Highland, yeah.
pink-headed?
Mexican Highland ones. It's
Yeah,
the Mexican slate-throated white starts and red
yeah,
warblers and kitteds and
that's really cool. I wonder what the pressure is for that. I love this stuff. We learn stuff. Um, yeah, I think S tier. Like, it's just so.
It kind of has to be, right?
It has to be. It has to be.
I mean, sort of that, and well, yeah. But it's like for us individually, like yes, that's objectively an amazing warbler, but we just don't have strong feelings about it.
Yeah, I might put it down here. If that goes. The phone call probably triggered everybody that thought they were getting a phone call.
My bad.
No worries. Run through the last of these. Okay, how do you feel about that? Like at the very bottom of S.
Yeah,
Does that work?
because it should be there, but we just don't really have strong feelings, so we're
Agreed. And for the other warblers we were talking about, everyone, these are the other like Mexican Highland warblers. Red warbler is a well-named bird, totally absurd. And then pink-headed warbler is one of the greatest birds to ever exist. I think this one is so much better than red warbler.
really.
God, it's so cool. Yeah, I think pink-headed's better than red.
Ooh, I like
For
red
for
better.
like no hesitation for me. Pink-headed all the way.
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, like red. I don't know. Red. It's like we were talking about earlier. Some of the like overdone things. Like I don't know. It's cool. I mean, it's bright red. It's cool. But like, great. I'll just go look at a cardinal. Like, there's a bunch of red birds in the world.
Ding.
But like this, there's nothing that has a frosted pink head bleeding so beautifully. Like, so amazing. Anyway, so this is like the whole suite of all these.
Really cool. Anyway, painted white starts.
So painted red start. I think this bird's amazing. With the fanning the tail too, just like and the way they like crawl up trees, like vertically crawling up trees, flashing their tails and doing everything.
I think that's cool. I like them. I think better than red faced.
I think they got to be S tier as well.
Mm-hmm.
We just put it directly above red faced.
I think so.
Up here in the low S. Red warbler has a fear of commitment with that white spot. That's a good comment. Painted red, so it's super cool, and it's kind of cool. The juveniles don't have the red. Yeah, this is like we were talking about earlier. There's like all these red warblers with true red on them in Mexico, and so like there's this species, slate-throated redstart, that occurs all throughout Central America. Come on. And the ones that occur in Mexico are the ones that are the red ones, which is kind of interesting. There must be some selection pressure. Yeah, you can see here. So all throughout Mexico and then the Andes. Central America and the Andes. Pretty cool. Okay. Oh, Bob, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Gene. I'm in, Gene. Okay, the final sprint here. I know Luke's got a deadline jumping up. We got a few more. Oops. Blue-winged warbler. So I know you have such strong feelings about golden-winged. What does blue-winged mean?
Blue winged is not nearly as good as golden winged. I do really like blue wings, but I think they're high B. I don't know.
High B. I could feel that. What does everybody think? Blue-winged warbler C plus.
Yeah, yellow-throated parula, like they're
Blue-winged. Ooh, we got a low S or high A.
evil for encroachment, but yeah, that's exactly true.
Okay, I would put it I'd put it just below Parala.
Yeah,
Does that work?
that works.
Okay. Drew says better than Golden Wing. I honestly, today, I honestly literally can't tell, Drew, how much of this are real opinions or how much of all of this is just you trolling. Because if a lot of these are real opinions, then I'm like actually scared
really
for some of
hope
it.
he's just trolling.
Blue wing drops to sea. Yeah, so this is the bird we were talking about earlier, that golden winged warbler, the bird that some people think is the best warbler. Where they overlap, they freely hybridize, and blue wings are they outcompete golden wings where they overlap. So basically, blue wings are like basically breeding golden wings out of existence where they overlap. So folks that are golden wing fans tend to have a little chip on their shoulder. Oh my god, it's all real, Drew.
And trolling again.
Yeah, the ultimate troll.
Better than golden wing, my ass.
Okay. Oh, here's a fun bird. This is a bird that I find interesting. I go back and forth on. How do you feel about Prothonotary warbler?
I think I'm the same way. Like I enjoy them, and I like every time I see them. But I hear a lot of people say like, "Oh my God, Prothonotary is the best thing in the world," and I don't get that. I think it has a bit of the dumb vibe to me. This blank face.
One of the things I think is really cool is like, I mean, they one of the old names for them is golden swamp warbler. They breed in like southern swamps, and they nest in holes, which they're the only North American warbler that does that, I think. I don't think any others nest in holes.
There were two. No,
So that's
it's
cool.
just- Oh, Lucy's. That's what.
Oh, Lucy's, yep. Yeah, thanks, Turpin.
Yeah. So put Prothonotary in D with Lucy's.
But like, yeah, I feel like they're often talked about a bit more. Like they're in the overrated category. But
They're a little bit.
But they are
simple.
really cool. One of
They're
the
cool and they're pretty, but they're a little bit.
I like seeing them like that, where they like
Simple.
pop, like in a swamp where you get that really good blue and green and yellow like this.
Yeah.
But this is one that I hear pretty often in my asking my warbler question, that people say it's like their favorite ever. And it doesn't quite do that for me. We got living embodiment of sunshine, S tier. Got some fans. S for cavity nesting. J Heine's in there. B, maybe C. Somewhere around yellow. Definitely better than yellow warbler in my mind. Like, I'd go mid B probably. Like, it's better than water thrush, right?
Well, I think it's better than when I put it next to all these. I'm like, well, it's better than a black-throated green. It's better than a blue-winged. It's better than a parula. It's better than a yellow-throated.
Top of B?
Better than a red start. Better than a chestnut-sided. Better, like, I don't know.
I might be willing to put it here. I don't think it's better than a golden-cheeked.
That's, yeah, I don't know. It's,
man,
I feel like I don't have strong feelings, but then when you like
when you look at it,
one by one comparisons with every other bird, I'm like, well, that's pretty cool.
Man, people are down on Protho in chat. B, C, B, C. Are you good for here? Does that work? Okay. I feel like that works. Okay, down to the bottom. Oh, and there's a second black-throated green in here. I just put another image in here, and you can't delete pictures from this once you do it. So, we only have like what, 5 more? 5 more. Okay. This is quite a bird. I think this is a really, really cool bird. It's got some mystique. This is like a birder's bird, you know? They're not the flashy ones. They have a really cool song. Like it's a lot like Louisiana water thrush. Like that loud, evocative song that echoes through a unique habitat.
It has
Southern
a bit
swamps.
of that like Connecticut warbler vibe.
They walk.
Like sought after.
Yep.
Sulky. Have you seen them? Just watch them walking on the ground in migration, and when they shimmy their butt
It's
like
they
side to side
they
like
are
that,
super cool.
they're so cool.
They're super cool. Drew's baiting again. Don't give him attention. Don't acknowledge him.
And they're unique, but they're definitely not like stunning. They're just kind of interesting as
Yeah.
far as warblers go.
Yep.
They're
We
nice.
got some hate on Swainson's. We got a D dropping in there.
D,
Um,
really?
I would put them in this skulky undergrowth fun category. Like to me, they're in that group. But I would put. I think they're cooler than Morning or McGilvery's.
Yeah, I think they are, and I think it's like it's not about exactly what they look like. It's just a
Yeah,
cool fact.
I might put it right here, just below Louisiana, which I think is that's what Seth suggested. That kind of is what it feels like to me.
Uh-huh.
Does that work
Like
for you?
they're cool when you see them. It's never like whatever. I saw a Swainson swirler today. That kind of sucked. Like,
Yeah,
come
it's always a good day. That's one of the birds I'm gonna be trying for to get good photos of this week, which I've never done
on.
before.
Are you going to the big thicket?
Yep, I'm gonna go up there and then try in Arkansas and Kentucky as well.
Hmm.
So it should be good. Okay, put that there. Now the final sprint. Tennessee warbler.
Better than Nashville.
I like their song. I like
Yeah.
the volume of the song is really impressive. Chirpin's least favorite warbler. I'd put him at the top of C or bottom of B. What would you say?
I think maybe top of C. I don't think I'd.
Top of C?
Yeah, I don't know. They don't do much for me, really. Maybe they're better than that. Maybe Nashville's better.
I like them better than Nashville. I like Tennessee Warbler's song. I think is epic. Like for such a small bird to have like far and away the most loud warbler song, basically. Like that's just super impressive. It's just so loud. I
Yeah.
would put it here.
Yeah, that's
Seems like
fair.
most folks are thinking like that zone as well. Okay. So the next one here. I would put this in D tier. I think Orange Crowned doesn't. I think every other warbler does anything that Orange Crown does better. I would just put it as like meh. It's just meh tier. I would put it as
I
D.
think I think I'm only biased because I like seeing them here because they're uncommon in the
Mm-hmm.
Northeast, and it's always like, oh yeah, I saw an orange crowned.
Mm-hmm. This is the warblerest warbler I've ever seen.
But I think you're right. But I can't. I don't. Well, common yellow throat's worse for sure, but
C or D for you?
it would be a C or a D. It might be like below
How about top of D?
Virginia's. That's fine.
Top of D?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. The gray-headed ones keep them out of F tier.
Yeah, like the gray, like look at that little cute gray-headed one in that
The
upper.
the graded
That
ones are so much better than the yellow ones.
yeah,
Like this is so much better than this one.
but yeah,
Okay. Final stretch. This and one more. Klima warbler. So this is a bird that in the U.S. is super fancy because you just get it in one place. Then they're in Mexico. You've seen them in Mexico. You haven't seen them in the U.S., right? Just Mexico.
no, just Mexico.
Yeah.
And they're skulky in the winter. They're really hard
Hmm.
to see.
They're really hard in summer too.
Super dense.
The
fog
hike,
bank.
yeah, the hike is beautiful. Chirpin knows, but it's really annoying to get. I put them in C probably.
Yeah,
Maybe top of C.
they do have a cool factor. Like
Yeah.
high C.
Okay, and then the last one. Black and white warbler.
I really like black and white warblers.
I also really like black and white warbler, and I never actually heard
And
the
it's
name before. But on stream the other day, it might have been you, Green Herring. Someone said zebra nuthatch warbler, and I
I
kind of like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
That's cool. This is one that, like, I never really would think like, oh, this is a contender for my favorite warbler. And then I saw them like yesterday or the day before, and we were like, this is a really cool bird.
I want to find one of the ones. To me, I don't know if other people think this. Sometimes they look blue, almost like there's something about the black and whiteness of it that looks blue at a distance, which can be super super cool. And they're so unique the way that they crawl on trees. I really like their song too. And the males, when they have the really bold face, are super super nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a nice cheery little song. Yeah, we got a lot of black and white lovers here. S tier next to Canada. SA. I could see it as low S.
I think it might be a low S for me, but
Yeah.
well, that's because you screwed up and put hooded warbler in A instead of S. But
So for you, it'd be right around the top of A, low S.
yeah, I think so. But I could see it in low S in the Blackburnian black-throated blue realm.
Mm-hmm. I have to admit, I feel as we've gone through this that it feels like the S cutoff's kind of right here. I feel like cerulean and hooded are actually like low S.
Probably. Yeah.
Should we just bump them up there? I feel like that's like a true thing. That like this feels like the top of a category.
That's what I think. I would do that.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
And then black and
It's actually
white.
pretty even until C and D. But I don't know. It would be low in there for me because I think
Yeah.
I like hooded and cerulean and black-throated blue and Blackburnian all
Yeah.
better.
I think just at the bottom here. Just the bottom of... Yeah, I don't think it's better. I could put it above hooded, but not above cerulean. I think.
I would put hooded above a bunch of stuff. So
Okay. Leave it here then?
yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. We did it then. Here's our tier list of everything. Canada Warbler, clearly the best warbler. Somehow we did a misdrag and click, and this ended up here. I think this is pretty good. I don't know, chat. How does it look to everybody? Are there any major challenges? It's remarkably even in the end, like you were saying. Like almost
but people
even.
had some strong opinions that were very different from ours too.
That's true. I would love to see, Drew, what you're like. So anybody, I can post. Yeah, so I just posted it in chat, and you can all do this as well. Anybody can create this. So if you want to, you can go in and create your own list. If you make one, bring it for stream next time or something like that. It'd be pretty fun.
It'd be fun.
But here we go. So here are all the warblers of US and Canada ranked. So thanks everyone for coming by and staying. This is kind of a fun, I don't know, it felt like a fun new content idea. Did folks have a good time? Thanks Luke for coming too. I thought that was a fun thing fun thing to do. See how it goes. Egregious errors on Golden Wing, Nashville, Louisiana. Yeah, we gotta talk about Nashville, Drew. I don't get your Nashville thing. It's weird. Overrated Ovenbird, underrated Nashville, yellow. Okay. Everyone's got their own things.
Everybody can be wrong about some stuff.
Exactly. Cool.
Not us, but
yeah, obviously other people.
Stuff. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Well, awesome. Thanks so much for coming. I'll let you go, and then I'll say farewell to the stream and jump off after that. But have a good rest of the day. Say hi to the folks you're going to see for me. And
yeah.
Talk soon.
Enjoy migration.
Yep. Well, thanks everybody. Thank Luke for coming. I'll stick around for a moment after this. Cool. Bye, Luke. And he's gone. Cool. So yeah, I thought it was fun. Did folks have a good time? Enjoy seeing what the top warblers were? I certainly had a good time. Appreciate everyone stopping by for a bit of a different stream. I might try to do these. I don't know what feels like a good frequency. I was thinking like maybe once a month, once every 2 months, something like this. Picking a group of birds and doing this with a guest or two or something like that. Be curious what folks think. Seems like not super frequently, but we could do one of these. And like I was excited to do this on May 1st today because it's fun for May as we're all thinking about warblers. Go for that. But yeah, so I might do some more of that. I think I've been looking forward to the week, and I'm going to be traveling a lot. So I think I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday this week as well. So I'm going to have to skip a week of This Week in Birds. But I hope to be doing some birding from the field streams this coming weekend, potentially, in Ohio, which should be fun. So I'll be up there for the biggest week in birding. So that will be a fun time and lots of new content. A lot of people will be there too, so I'm hoping to do some more guest streams. I haven't figured out the exact content yet, but I'll be doing that. But should be a good time. Gonna target some birds along the way. So that will be fun. If you're new here, please consider following the stream. You'll make a duck sing in some direction. Can't even figure that out. And please consider following. I'll post all my socials, and I'll post a link to the other folks that are doing bird content. So there's a bunch of more and more people as time goes on making more bird streaming content. So if you enjoyed the bird stuff, please feel free to stop by and do that. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. I hope everybody has a good week. And again, I won't be live on Thursday, but I'll be live at some point pretty soon and see how that goes. And I hope everybody gets to go see a bunch of these warblers as well. So that's what life is about in May in North America. Yeah, Alexis will try and do some more international ones for sure. Make sure that's fun. Let's see who we can raid. Oh, Liz is live. Liz has been live for 5 hours though. I think she'll be going offline pretty soon. But no, I'll raid her anyway. I'll raid Liz. Great. So I'm gonna send everyone on over to I Paint Burbs. If you haven't seen her before, she does really cool bird art stuff and is one of the kind of leaders of bird streaming on Twitch. So should be pretty fun. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. Hope you have a great time with Liz, and have a great day. Talk soon. Happy May. See ya.
Ooh. Ian, no way! Welcome in, Raiders! Hello, hello! Hi, Ian. I accidentally streamed like really, really long. Hey, Avian Davies folks. Since you like burbs, look at this bird. She's really fuzzy and has fingers. It's weird. Ian was doing a warbler tier list. It was stressful. Okay, what was that bird that just visited the bird bath, though? Did anybody see that? Might be worth wondering about. It was a titmouse? Okay. It was a titmouse? Okay, good.
Avian Davis just subscribed.
Hoot hoot.
Primes for the birds.
Primes for the birds. It was a rose bush. Hey, guess what? Since we've got bird raiders here, just hold for just a moment. Just one moment.